When I look back at 2019, I think it will be the year of 360 point hue lighting. Or to put it simply, the year of RGB lighting. Across the tech world, we've seen RGB implementation into everything from computers to rooms filled with strip lights and so on. So it's really only natural that we see traditional camera lighting follow this trend. Today I'm going to be reviewing the BLP1 Pocket Light. This neat pocket-sized light has quickly grabbed my attention with its many controllable features and ease of use. Let's start with a quick look at the key specs. Made from lightweight aluminium, weighing only 260 grams, it has color temperature range from 2500 to 8500 Kelvin. Its lux rating is 1480 at 50 centimeters distance. The battery capacity is 2930 mAh, which should last about 140 minutes on full power, but it's easy to charge with a USB-C cable. Finally, its CRI is a respectable 96. So as you can appreciate, there's lots of little goodies crammed into the BLP1. I'll tell you right now, right out of the box, I love this thing. So what's in the box? In this neat little package, you get the light with a pre-mounted arm that I'll detail a little later, a USB 3 to USB Type-C power cable, you get a cold shoe 1/4 inch mounting thread, a small manual, and finally this ultra handy carry case. Just look at this manly hardware case. I love it. The buttons and dials are really intuitive. There's a top button for on-off, a set button for selecting between RGB mode, bicolor mode, and preset effect mode. Included are 9 presets that I'll come back to in a minute. Below the set button is a function dial for all your settings. It has a click function for navigating between various modes, as well as doubling as the color and temperature intensity dial. Either hold it for powering through the color range fast, or flick it for 1% increments. The second dial is a dedicated dimmer wheel used for cycling through the saturation and lumosity levels. Again, this is in 1% increments. So if you move it slow, it works at 1% at a time, while if you move it fast, the wheel will jump more quickly between the levels. I cannot stress how bloody good that is. So if you're wanting to set your light temperature at daylight 5500 Kelvin, you can do that without any sudden jump in color from blue to orange that I've found all too common in other brands that boast color range. You run seamlessly through the temperature and color from 0 to 360 hue. It's super easy to dial in the exact color you want. On the back of the light, the small screen tells you what various settings you have active and exactly what amount of saturation, hue, gain, and battery level are remaining. There's a neat little HSI guide on the back to help you quickly find the temperature you want. Then you can adjust the saturation and luminance level as you wish. Pretty handy. Finally, the 9 presets are a lightning flash, a faster lightning flash, or what I call paparazzi, a slow TV flicker, fast RGB rave type cycling, slow RGB cycling, candle light effect, police light, ambulance light, and fire truck light. For me, most of these I'd hardly ever use in my line of work, but they're there if you want them, so that's pretty cool. You can mount the light horizontally using the 1/4 inch thread hole to a light stand, or you can do this vertically, or anything like this. The light can spin in 360 degrees, so you're never limited to any kind of angle restriction. Testing the light in a few modes, I found the light will run at 100% daylight 5500K for about 2.5 hours, while the RGB cycle mode ran for a little over 90 minutes. But having USB-C, it's quick to charge and you can power it off a power brick if you're in a pinch. Or better yet, power it off mains. The light feels really good, made of aluminium and other metals. It feels like it will last and probably take some beating. Of course, the downside to being mostly metal is that it can get quite hot, Now, not so hot that I couldn't hold it, but not exactly comfortable either. But most of the time, it's going to be mounted on a stand or a camera anyways, so the heat issue isn't really an issue. Finally, it's not waterproof, so you'll want to be careful with it. But that's a very small limitation, considering you'll likely never use it in the rain anyway. The BLP1 is about $150 US. While this isn't the cheapest pocket light out there, the stack of features crammed into the BLP1 make the price totally worth it. All my other pocket lights are not even RGB and don't last as long on full power, so you're paying for these extra features with the Boling BLP1. If you're in the market for some neat RGB lighting effect, the Boling BLP1 has to be one of the best lights I've used so far, if not the best. The 1% increments, USB-C charging, 2500 to 8500 seamless variation temperature adjustments, the handy back panel OLED screen, the hue guide, all those things make this the best pocket light on the market right now. If you want to check this light out, I've popped a link in the description below. Have you got on the RGB train? If so, what RGB lighting are you using? Not just camera lights, any RGB lights. I'm loving this 360 point spectrum we're using nowadays. Well, that about does it for me today. If you like my content, then why not leave a like? And if you really like my content, why not subscribe? And be sure to ping that little bell so you never miss a video from me. Catch you in the next one. Bye for now.